Hello and welcome to the potting shed at Liberty Hill CIC in West Fermanagh. My name is Diane Little and I am making this little video to try and explain why I'm bringing a policy into my university. This is for University of Ulster next week, and why it's important. I have been involved in community work for over 30 years, where I've been lucky enough to learn a lot from helping people who are in all sorts of difficulty, whether it's access to healthcare, access to food, affordable homes, environmental issues that are challenging and threatening our clean air and our clean water and the health of our community. As I finished my degree in Ulster University, I have been lucky enough also to get the support of over 100 students, part of them to get me elected onto the Student Council, and then to vote for this policy to come to the Student Council in the near future. The policy that I'm trying to bring forward is important, and it's born out of a lot of experience and learning and theory, and it is for a citizens' assembly, a Changemakers citizens' assembly, to be rooted in the universities. In this university initially to start, and then hopefully to spread to others. And I want to explain the reason for that and why it's important. When people are suffering, whether it is through long healthcare waiting lists, or whether it is through shortage of food, a lack of affordable nutritious food, or high energy bills, or the threat to our clean air and our clean water, or not being able to afford homes, there's reasons for that. It doesn't have to be that way. There are alternatives. But policies, power structures, and a lack of participation keep that status quo of problems going. And we need to change that. So this is why the Citizens' Assembly is important. And I'm trying to explain this, which is something quite complicated, in the simplest way possible. If the students in Ulster University next week decide to vote for a Changemakers Citizens' Assembly, they will be in favour of trying to get affordable housing as students, which is in campuses right across Europe. But they can't shift that balance of power. The National Union of Students have just produced a manifesto for the future, and they have a long wish list and needs in that. Students can't do that on their own, right? They can do lots of things, and they do a lot of things, but I think that things would be better if they joined with the community, the grassroots communities all across Northern Ireland. And if we can get this elsewhere as well, because now networks allow us to communicate and get help and support internationally, which our community has done. But still, it might not be enough. So we might also need the churches. And the things that all of these groups have in common is shared values, because despite what the media will tell you about your role being a status consumer in competition with everybody, the actual studies and facts show that the majority of people really do care about each other. They care and are compassionate on social justice and environmental needs. We could, through a citizens' assembly, bring representatives of the unions together with the students and everybody else. We could also bring NGOs, non-governmental organisations, and now we start to tip the balance. But if we're rooted, the citizens' assemblies, in the universities, we have fabulous professors, we have experts in law, we have experts in communication, from filmmaking, we have the arts, we have animation, we have a whole host of experts and skills, and students who are needing placements as well in all of these roles. And we could bring those expert tutors who could help us to design policies that will maintain the values and the balance of power with the majority, which currently it isn't. Currently it's with the 1%, and we're seeing that as inequality grows across the world. But the tutors can help us with that. We can shift the balance of power, or we can also tip this issue that we have with appropriate participation when policies and decisions are being made. That's why we need to have a citizens' assembly rooted in a university, and I hope that this week we will make that happen in Ulster University. Thank you.